Hey guys, it is Hannah. It is Monday and I'm heading to work, but I wanted to update you guys. We are starting off this reading vlog with The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this with me to work and I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. Hello, it is now Wednesday at like 9 p.m. at night. I did not update you yesterday. So I am all over the place with my reading. So I'm like only 20 pages into this, but I'm liking it so far. And then I also picked up To Drink Coffee with a Ghost. I'm not super into poetry, but I just, for some reason, this one really caught my eye and I really wanted to pick this one up. And it's very like fall theme too, and like spooky season and whatnot. So I thought this would be a good one to pick up. Also, I love the back, the fact that I have like a coffee ring on it. I particularly really love with this book that it has trigger warnings in it, which is great because I think that especially with poetry books, they get into really deep topics with very little amount of words. So very, very little amount of words, but the message is so loud and clear and deep that it's all kind of hard to read through because it touches on such sensitive topics and hard to deal with topics. So I've been just like piecemealing this, but I've been really enjoying this one actually. And I really like, I haven't read a ton of modern poetry, but I've definitely read Milk and Honey, and Rupi Kaur wasn't my super favorite. It's okay, but it's nothing like really amazing. I've heard really good things about Amanda Lovelace, so this made me want to pick this one up as well. And so I just decided to bite the bullet and try this one for my first one. I believe this is my first Amanda Lovelace. But I really like the stories in here, and it's just, poetry is such a mystery to me because I'm not a poetry person, but I'm so impressed with how much you can convey in so little of words, and I think that takes some immense talent. And there's a few ones that really stick out to me as well. So I'm about 50 pages into this one and I'm really enjoying this one. So I think I'm going to sit down and read some more of this tonight. And then I don't know if I already showed you, but I also picked up Giant Days. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys that I've been like, this is my comfort graphic novel and this is the last one, which is makes me sad, but I may pick up this one if I need a break with the To Drink Coffee with a Ghost. So that is my Wednesday night update, and I'm going to sit and read a little bit more of this, and I will check back in with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it is now Thursday at about 8 o'clock, and I wanted to update you on my readings. I ended up finishing To Drink Coffee with a Ghost, and I guess I'm a poetry person because I loved this. This was absolutely beautiful. There's so many passages in here that like spoke to me that I was like taking pictures of. So, and I really wish that I would have like annotated or like marked all of the pages that I loved because there were so many of them in here. I really appreciated that there is an entire page for trigger warnings. So this does have trigger warnings for child abuse, eating disorder, sexual assault, self-harm, violence, cheating, death, gore, blood, trauma, grief, and possibly more. And it just was so good. So like heed those warnings if necessary, but this definitely had an uptick. So if you've ever read any poetry, you kind of know that you're taking on this evolution, and at least this one, we kind of went through the mud and came out brighter. And I really enjoyed, obviously, the later half, but there is some darker poems that resonated with me as well. 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely love her writing. I love the way that she words things that really just spoke to me. So I kind of just like fell down the rabbit hole because I loved this so much that I kind of was like, okay, let's become a poetry person. So my Barnes & Noble had a box set, so I went ahead and picked that up. So isn't this gorgeous too? And so it says, women are some kind of magic, and it's the same on that side as well. And then it's like this beautiful like matte feel. And then it comes with her 3 works, The Princess, Here we go. The princess saves herself in this one, the witch doesn't burn in this one, and the mermaid gets her voice, I think. Mermaid's voice returns in this one. So I'm pretty stoked about reading these ones. I don't know when I'm gonna get to them, but I love them. Oh, also, I got her newest one too, which is Break Your Glass Slippers. And then she's got another new one coming out in January of 2021. And so now the only one that I am missing is To Make Monsters Out of Girls, which I really want and I have coming into the store, but I couldn't find the copy that we had. So I am planning on picking up that one as well. And I'm really excited to get to these because they're just so good. So if you're not a poetry person, but you kind of want to dive into it and the old classics are intimidating, you want to try out more modern poetry, but Ruby Card wasn't quite your thing, check out Amanda Lovelace. It's amazingly beautiful. So I'm excited to get to these ones eventually. They're really easy to get through because they're so short and like obviously they're short, but it is very intense. So give yourself time. If it takes you a few days to read through it or even longer, you're kind of dredging through some deep shit. And like I said before, I think it takes immense talent to be able to write poetry and write poetry well and resonate with your audience. And I'm so excited that I have these now to dive into because they are stunning. Speaking of stunning, this is a really good reading vlog. I am now about 60 pages in to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I am really into this. It is giving me reminiscence of Leigh Bardugo's The Shadow and Bone series, only because of like the Darkling. This, I feel like we get like essence of the Darkling in it, but better. I'm really enjoying this one as well. It's very interesting. I like the character Addie and how flawed she is and what she is envisioning and being bold enough to ask for and the ramifications of asking for what she wants out of life, especially in like a historical fiction setting because women didn't have rights back then. And this is really good so far too. So I'm going to continue getting through this one, and it makes me want to know V.E. Schwab because I like think that she would just be a fascinating person. Does anybody else do that? Like when you're reading a book and you're like, this was in their brain. Like I want to know what they're like in real life because I feel like they would be cool. This one I'm enjoying a lot right now. I'm only 60 pages in, but I'm really enjoying it so far. And I'm just excited to see where this story is gonna go. So far so good. This week has been pretty good. It's been to a slow start because I've been adjusting with things at work. And so the new job takes a little more out of me than my old job. The reading that I have done has been great. I've also listened to like 2 hours of the first Harry Potter because I needed something to like listen to at work that I wouldn't mind if I was like randomly tuning out. Oh, I'm on chapter 5. I only have 6 hours left of the first Harry Potter. So I'm also reading that one randomly as well too. So that is my Thursday update. I do have tomorrow off and I am definitely gonna be spending a majority of it getting through this because I'm really enjoying this one. So that's my update and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it is now Friday at about 8 o'clock and I've been listening to Addie LaRue and I'm just a little over 100 pages. I'm 114 pages into it. It's very interesting and it flows really well. I also recommend the audiobook. I would say like it's kind of a reverse on 50 First Dates. If you guys have seen that with Drew Barrymore. It's more twisted and interesting and like I always think back to those quizzes of being like, would you want to be remembered like at the end of your life or whatever, and that's never been like a yes, I want to make sure that I'm remembered for something. Like I like value a good heart and that's about it. It's not like my accomplishments I want to be remembered for, but it doesn't make it interesting that if you are forgotten or that no one can remember you, and makes things really hard, like buying something, so like renting a room from someplace. And I was thinking about this while I was listening to it, and I was like, how would you live anywhere? Like, you can also get away with stuff like stealing because they forget your face as soon as you leave their sight, basically. But you can maybe steal wood to like build your own house if you are capable. Granted, this is back in 1800s. I don't know how you would steal it though. Like, how, I don't know. And it's very interesting. Like, it's an interesting idea. Like, would you guys want to be forgotten as soon as you were like left someone's sight? What type of things, like, would you use your powers for good or evil? And do you think that it is more positive or negative? I think it would be so hard to live just like living in Addie's shoes right now. The different complications that come about with that. Like never having a support system, never being able to rent a room or prove that you paid for something without documentation, and it's very weird. And then like if you were to steal wood to build your own house so you would stop having to pay rent, you would have to pay for the land. And if you paid for the land, like how would you pay for the land? Unless you did it like by mail, saying like, I want to buy this piece of land, I can't be there to. That's my only workaround that I've been able to figure out of how to get by in this predicament. We've also met I assume we've met the supposed bookseller who will remember her name because we've had one interaction, but then they parted ways. So it's just interesting. I don't think that I would want to be forgotten, and like I can't imagine how lonely that would be. And like, obviously you would have a ton of first meetings, but like how exhausting to constantly have another first meet, because it's not a first meet for you. You don't have all the fun feelings. It's exhausting to remember things about people, or remember you're in a relationship with somebody and they don't. It's the first time for them every time. And it's just like, gosh, that would wear so much on your soul. Anywho, it's very thought-provoking and interesting book so far. Like I said, I'm a little over 100 pages into it. It's a little over 400 pages, but I'm really enjoying it so far. It's very interesting. I don't think I've ever read anything like it. I also think that she should be an assassin. That's the other thought process that I've had, is that if no one remembers your face, you'd be real easy to be an assassin and be like, nobody knows my name. Like, I think that would be a fascinating twist if she was an assassin. But then again, like, how many books do we have about assassins? So it should be interesting to see what all happens in here. So I am reading this one right now. I'm going to continue reading this one for a little bit more tonight, and I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, quick update. It is now Monday, October 26th. We are in the final week of October, so I wanted to update you guys. I'm still in the same place that I was with Addie LaRue, which I'm gonna listen to more because I've got to go run out and get an errand for my upcoming videos that I've got planned, but I need to go get that before I film. But I wanted to update you. I did end up finishing Harry Potter. I'm not rating this one. I'm not gonna be, like, you guys know what Harry Potter's about. I'm not gonna spend a lot of on-air screen time, and especially with the comments made by the author, I don't really want to spend that much time talking about it, but it still has place in my heart, which I've grappled with keeping this being my backdrop or not, and I haven't made the decision to take it down or not, because I still love it so much. But yeah, so I finished that one, and I needed something else that I could easily binge and be like distracted while listening to it, where I don't have to worry about missing things. And so I ended up picking up the All You Can Dream Buffet by Barbara O'Neill. This is one of my favorite adult books. It's contemporary, about 4 women who are bloggers, and they're all foodie bloggers, and they're going out to Oregon and visiting this lavender farm to celebrate one of their 85th birthdays. So, which her name is Lavender as well. So they are going out to Lavender's farm to celebrate Lavender's birthday in Oregon. And it's just about the different walks of life that they all come from and different stories. And I really enjoy it. The characters are very real and flawed, and the way that they connect is very different, and they're all very different, but they're all very three-dimensional. There's not any flat characters, and I just really enjoy this book a lot. So I am currently on chapter 13, so I'm almost 130 pages into it. I also really like that, like, in here it shows like the blogs that they've posted, like, and there's like different recipes and such. So I just really enjoy this one. It makes me happy, and yeah, so that's why I picked this one up. So that is my update for Monday. I'm gonna go run a quick errand. I'm gonna be listening to Addie LaRue, and I will update you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it is, what day is it? Tuesday. It's Tuesday, the 27th, at about 8:30, and I have finished the All You Can Dream buffet. I absolutely love this. It's definitely like a fluffier with darker edges type of contemporary. So I get that this is probably not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it really speaks to me. I love all the different walks of life. I love the recipes. I love the blogger life. I love the empowering, like the friendships, like the found family aspect in here, like, and all of it's so sweet, and just like they've all gone through things that have been rough for them, but the whole book is sweet because of the characters. Like, the characters are just so like lively and adorable. So I absolutely love this. This is a 5 out of 5 for me, but I have finished this one. I am still listening to this one, so I'm gonna make some dinner and listen to this one. I am about 150 pages into this. I'm really enjoying this. It's such a different story, but I'm really enjoying this. So I'm very excited about this live show coming up, which is going to be on the 6th of November. This will be over on Gabby's channel, and I'm very excited for this because I'm really enjoying it, and she said that she likes it too. So, and these have gotten such good reviews. Like, there's been hardly any critiques on this one, so I'm really enjoying this one. I'm excited to see the characters mesh a little bit more because we've only seen like snippets, so it's definitely a slow burn, but I think it's gonna be good. Also, the book that just came out today is our next Shelf Indulgence book club pick, which you guys know I am trash for, and I'm so excited that this is it, and that is Kingdom of the Wicked. Look at this beauty. I honestly like the regular version better. I don't really like love the white. I much rather like the black version, but it's still beautiful, and I'm very excited. Like, look at all the houses. I'm thrilled, and I can't wait to read this for November, and I am gonna dive into this, and it's gonna be amazing because I love Carrie I love Carrie Maniscalco's writing, and it's absolutely beautiful, and this is the first in a series, and I'm very, very happy. And like, look at the gorgeous, like, I love it. I love it. Okay, so if you haven't already, go pick this one up and join us for the November live show, and I'm excited. Okay, I'm done saying that now. So I'm going to listen to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue while I make dinner, and then I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. Hello, it is now Thursday at like almost 9 p.m. Not quite. I have not read any more of Addie LaRue. That's gonna be my goal for tomorrow. But I did start and finish Chamber of Secrets because it's an easy binge book that I can like half listen to as I'm doing stuff at work. So I was listening to this. Again, I'm not gonna rate it. That is my only update for today, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, this is Editing Hannah, and I have completely forgotten to close out this reading vlog. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for this next week of reading vlogs, because that will be the wrap up for the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. If you guys are interested in my thoughts sooner than that, feel free to come to the live show. That'll be over on Gabby's channel this Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that is the end of this reading vlog. Thank you guys for sticking around, and stay tuned for more fun videos coming from me. Thanks for watching. Bye.